Girl, let's talk about it. Did you hear them talking about it? Oh my God, do you know this?
Oh my God, Shani Lavely and Nicole. Shani Lavely and Nicole on a roll. Lighting up the stream, the vibe is bold. Shani Lavely and Nicole, let's go. Kicking down doors, we make some noise. Grown folks talk with truth and voice. Doing it big, turning up the flow. Shani Lavely and Nicole, you know. Oh yeah, Shani Lavely and Nicole. Oh yeah, Shani Lavely and Nicole. Everywhere. Oh yeah, grown talk vibes, the moment is here.
Thank you for tuning in.
I wasn't gonna find you.
Please, no.
Davis, what we have here?
We got multiple victims.
You deserve your ass beat for what you did to my sister.
Mother, what you gonna do? Kill me? Oh! Let's go. Like you did my brother Rick.
Careful, Joy. See what the happens when I'm forced to defend myself against attacks.
Did you threaten her?
Be prepared.
About to lock it down like Fort Knox. Once the alarm is set, nobody goes in, nobody comes out. I know.
Love you.
Okay.
Hey, girlfriend.
Hey, girlfriend. How are you doing today?
I'm good, honey. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unfiltered at 5 with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. What's going on? How you feeling today? How y'all feeling?
We are good. We are happy. Hey, Juan. Hey, Samin.
Yes.
How are
Hey,
y'all
Juan.
doing?
Hello.
So we talking about something deep today, girl.
Yes, we are.
Deep. Something that actors go through and actresses go through all the time. Blackballed for boundaries. When saying no costs you your career, to what extreme do we go? To what do we say no when we can't work no more?
Exactly.
There's so many people in the industry that go through this.
Mm-hmm.
And our guest today, y'all, he's gonna speak out about it. We have Michael Dickerson joining us today. He was the last clip that I showed, his career. He's going to talk about his story and his walk and the things that he's facing right now from being blackballed. So we're going to bring him up with no further delay. Let's welcome Mike to the platform.
Yes.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
What up?
How you doing?
How y'all doing? What's up with y'all?
Good. Fantastic. Thank you.
You in the hot seat today.
Yes.
You're in the hot seat. We're gonna bring the questions. All you got to do.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
don't
I
hold
will
back.
talk about it.
This is unfiltered. We say whatever you can say, whatever you want, as long as we just ask for respectful on this show. But you can say whatever you want.
Heard. I'm with that.
You gotta turn that echo down, Aaliyah. That tone down.
That's not me.
Hey, somebody's echoing. Somebody's either doing it 2 times. Could be echoing. Is anybody watching it from their phones?
No.
You don't hear it how it's echoing every time somebody talk? Is that just me?
Maybe it's you.
No? Okay, because I hear an echo. I'm echoing. I hear the echo. I think I ain't crazy, but I hear it. But okay, we're gonna push through it. So Mike.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about you first. We got viewers that's watching as actors and actresses, and we just want you to tell your walk, your story.
So basically,
wait, hold on, Mike.
Sorry.
One of the viewers said the same thing. She had that same echo. Is anybody looking from their phone? Because something is doubling.
I actually don't have it up on my phone.
No.
It has to be all the way turned down if you're streaming from 2 places.
I'm not on my phone.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So it's gone. So when I add Mike back, it's coming back on. Something in your stream, Mike, is making an echo.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Do you have it up on your phone and your laptop or something?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That's what's doing it. You got to turn one of them down
Okay,
because it's bouncing.
that's better.
That's
Yes.
better. There you go.
Yes.
You just,
Okay, cool.
that's better. Okay, so now, sorry about that. Now, tell us
Okay.
your story. Tell us your story.
Basically, I'm from West Bryan Projects in Staten Island, New York. Grew up in New York City. I ain't leave New York at the age of 30. I grew up as a gang member, but I moved to Atlanta, turned my life around, became a male model, actor, and now I'm a mentor to the kids, teaching the kids not to make the same mistakes that I made, try to keep the kids out the streets. So that's
Okay.
what I'm doing now in Atlanta. I'm doing
Okay.
acting.
We love it. We love it. Love to hear that and everything. Giving back to the community, giving back to the kids and everything. I love that.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about your walk as an actor since you've been. Tell me where your walk started and acting. So you said you turned your life around. You was in a gang. You came out and you transitioned to Atlanta to fix your life, or you just was moving to Atlanta.
Now, I came to Atlanta to fix my life. So basically, my main goal when I came to Atlanta is to do things that I wasn't doing in New York. So in New York, I was modeling, but I wasn't acting. So when I came to Atlanta, there's a dude I met from Ohio named George, Warrior Style Films. He gave me my first speaking role. And then I met a girl from Brooklyn. She worked for Tyler Perry, and she got me on my first Tyler Perry film, Divorce in the Black, on Amazon Prime. And the first week, 93 million people watched the movie, and my face went viral. So I went from Divorce in the Black to BMF, Wild 'N Out, Fight Night with Kevin Hart and Taraji, Tulsa King. So I felt like acting was my calling because I kept getting called. Hey, you want to be on this show? You want to be in this movie? So now I've been in 14 TV shows and 2 movies. So I feel like acting's my calling. So that's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So you've been on some really big
You've been on some really
movie
big
shows. Yeah, you've been
Yes.
with some big faces and everything.
Hats off to you. And I did. I watched some of your stuff. You know, I got to study
Thank
the
you.
people they coming on the show. I got to go ahead and look to make sure they legit. So I
Right.
watched
Yes.
for your stuff, and you're good. You're good. You're good. I'm gonna tell you, you're good. I saw.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was checking you out. So you caught my eye in a group when you
Mhm.
were saying that you being blackballed right now.
Mhm.
Yes.
Blackball is really big in our field when you're acting. We all act on this platform, and we all know what it's like when you walk away from something because of whatever reason you say no, and what it looks like when you're stopped in something.
Mhm.
So you made a comment in the group that you felt like you was blackballed. I ain't gonna say now. I'm gonna let you tell the story
Right.
of why you felt like you are being blackballed, and you can call out how the role and all that stuff that you got picked for, and why you felt like what happened. Juan said, "Congratulations, my brothers, big props."
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
So basically, I was an extra in a TV show. So I was working with a casting agency. They got my when you work with a TV show, you gotta give them your headshot. So they got my headshot, and then another TV show hit me up. So I said, "Cool." They asked me, "Do I want to make 2,500?" I said, "Sure." But first, before I say yeah, what do I have to do? And they told me for 2,500, I had to dress up as a transgender and be in a sexual position with another man. And I said, "No, I'm not doing that because that goes against what I stand for. I have no problem against gay people, but I'm not gay. I got family members that's gay, but me, I'm not gay. I'm not going to portray a lifestyle that I'm not." So with me saying no, they got offended and they stopped booking me. Because every time I submit for other TV shows that they do and other movies, I don't get called. So I feel like that's how I got blackballed. And I feel like I watched actors I was on BMF with get booked for everything I was applying for. So I feel like I got black. They felt offended. And then they said, be careful with booking Mike because he's not willing to do anything. So that's how I got blackballed. Yeah, by a casting agency in Atlanta.
Oh wow.
All because I turned down a gay role.
Oh wow. So why do you think saying no, like especially like in the professional settings and everything, like why you think it's like often seen as defiance rather than like self-respect? Like why do you think that?
So basically, as a straight man, they want to see how hungry you are to succeed to the next level. They want to test the waters. to see what you're willing to do for a paycheck and for camera time.
Right.
Before I even got in the film industry, I said there's certain things I'm not doing because I have a face card. I'm a well-known face in public. I don't want to do something that's going to disgrace me, my neighborhood, and my family. So there's certain roles I'm not taking. Like they say, all money's not good money. But I feel like it makes no sense because there's so many gay men in Atlanta that will do it for free. Why would you want a straight man to portray a role like that? So I was.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So
Yes.
by you saying there's so many gay people, now I'm just not in Atlanta, but in the world in general, there's so many gay
Yes.
people. Why do you think the industry targets men that are heterosexual that have no desire to be gay at all? What do you think makes them do that?
I think that makes them do that for a paycheck and to see what you're willing to do to get to the next level. And I feel it as blackmail because if you blow up tomorrow, hey, look at his role he did before he blew up. They could try to use that against you to try to discredit your masculinity. So that's how I feel like if you straight, they try to use that to decrease your masculinity.
Your character, because I think from being on set, and I see this happen a lot. I think, and I've talked to a lot of people out there, but I honestly think they do it to test you, to see, if they can turn you out in a role. Because you look at so many of the young people that have taken gay roles, and look at them now. You look at the guy on Empire. He's all confused. He's on drugs. His life is all over the place. He went from being an A-lister to now he's just don't even know his identity no more because of just playing a role and doing something that's a little different. So you say that you're not willing to take a gay role. Now, let's just say somebody offered you money, a bigger name. I know the name that you called in the group was big, so I'm not going to say the name. It was big. What if somebody offered you 10,000 and said, "Hey, we want you to do this. We want you to do this role," and you needed the money at the time? How willing? How often or how willing are you to just keep saying no? Or is it just something you just never gonna do? You're just never gonna sleep with a man on a film, or you're never gonna kiss one or touch one. What if it's illusion? Because they have illusion sex where you look like you're doing it. Is that against your grain too, or it's just a no for you, just period across the board?
It's a no for me, period, across the board, because money can't buy my dignity and my self-respect. So I don't do this for money. I do it for the love and to bring characters to life. I do it to bring what I've been through in my life and put it on film and TV shows. So no, I wouldn't do nothing like that that's gonna discredit me or that's gonna assassinate my character. So no, I wouldn't do it. I watch people do it, like TJ Jackson. He was on Big Mama's house too. He said after he wore a dress, he never got booked ever again. But Cat Williams told him, if you wear that dress, it might hurt your career. But he didn't listen. He thought about the money. He did it, and now he got never booked ever again. So I look at stuff like that, and I don't want that to be me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I see a lot of people like it's a popular show on Netflix now, Beauty in Black, and the gay dude and the lawyer on Beauty in Black. He was being bashed all on TikTok and everything. So I was going to ask you and everything. Is it, I know people, it's different for men in the, in the industry versus, women, the society looks at men different,
and a gay woman playing a gay part.
Exactly. So, and then men get bashed a whole lot more than women and everything. So I was going to ask, is it also like, fear of, the public and everything and stuff like that, and them saying things and everything, because they was really giving it to that dude.
Well, I read about him. I did read about him, and he is bisexual. Like, he lives a bisexual life. So it wasn't turning him out. He just played a part that he's, that's what he do. He's okay with, he's comfortable with being gay or being bisexual or whatever he wants to call himself. Jason said interesting. Jason, elaborate on why you say interesting. Oh, and he said it right here. Jason says, as an actor, I have played a gay guy on stage. I know who I am. What would you say to that?
That's cool. Only person that could judge you is God. Like me, I say like in New York, I got a face card. I'm a public figure. It's just certain roles I'm not doing, and that's just within me. Like if he did that, then that's cool. You know, only God could judge you. But as far as when it comes to me, there's certain things I'm not doing. I have to have self-respect. They say if you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. So I'm not willing to do any role. I'm not willing to take every paycheck just because money, a big lump sum of money thrown at me. Nah, because my self-respect is worth more than money.
Yeah, I
So
get it. I get it. Definitely. I mean, I get it completely and everything, and everybody has their own way of looking at it and everything like that. Some people will take it because they know who they are, they know they're not gay. And then some people are just really not really willing to compromise their self-respect and everything. So I get it. But what I would like to know is, what do you think needs to change, like culturally or structurally, so that like saying no, it doesn't come like with a career kind of like death sentence, like kind of that. Like, what do you feel?
I feel like directors should get to know the actor. Like what role, before we even book you for any of our films, what are you willing to do? What are you willing not to do?
Right.
What are your boundaries?
What are your
So if you know an actor's boundaries, you know how to come at the actor or what questions to ask the actor. So I think the communication could get better within the film industry because you don't know a person just to throw him a role. Let's test the waters. Let's see how bad he want it. Let's see if he's willing to do this. No, won't you get to know the actor first? Hey, let me see where your mindset is at before I throw you in my organization.
Right.
So I feel like the communication with the actor and the director could get better. So you can have a structure. So people won't get booked for them type of roles.
So we got some comments that's going on. So Juan said he commends you, my brother, praise the Most High. Jason says, and Jason is debating with you right now. He says, I played a murderer, I played a thug, and I'm not either of them. Samin came back and said, at Jason Madison, that was on stage, would you do a film project and be placed in a sexual position with a man?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question because that's very different than the actual screen and everything and filming with a man. So that's a really good question.
And then Jason came back and said, I was asked if I would play the roles. They knew me as a person and as an actor. So Jason, the question that is being thrown back at you from the actors that are watching this particular show, would you play a role in a bed with a man? Is the question, Jason. Right. Would you get in a bed with a man, be in a sexual position, and be comfortable in doing it, even though you're not that? Would you be comfortable doing it? And what would that make you feel like doing it? That's what this brother is saying.
Right. Thank you.
Because I have a face card, I have my family, I have people that are watching, and even he's mentoring, I have mentoring children. How can I stand for something if I fall for everything? You see, that's what he's saying. It's a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. So you debating, but so Jason, the question is thrown out there to you since you're in the feed. Would you get in the bed with a man, kiss on a man, love on a man in a scene if it was paying you $5,000? And what would you feel like after you done it? So answer that question, and I'm gonna wait for you to.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for him. We're gonna wait for his response.
Yeah.
See, so Mike Green said, "No hokey pokey, no hole poking, laughing and joking." And then Jason said, "No, that's my limit. I would not." Duke Desdunes said, "I couldn't do a role like that." Shaking my head, nah. So I did have a similar kind of experience. It wasn't on a film project though, but it was on stage where I was asked to play a character that, because I'm used to getting like the feminine roles, the very feminine roles. But then I was asked to step outside of my character and play, dress like a masculine woman and play
a lesbian. We can say it is
a lesbian and everything. I'm lesbian, and I don't know. I thought about it, but ultimately I ended up saying no to it because I never played that type of role before, and I don't know.
Let me say this to both of y'all. I'm sorry to cut you off, but when you play a certain role, you're gonna get known as that in public. Like Junior. If you look at Junior from the Players Club, no matter how many movies he done, he's known for what he did to Ebony.
King Jr. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's why I would never do a role like that, because there's certain roles, once you do that, the public is gonna know you for that one role. Oh, Mike played that too good. He must really be like that in real life.
Right.
That's why Denzel Washington said the first 3 roles you take in the film industry would let you know how your career is gonna go.
Right.
First
And
3 roles.
And I'm glad that you said that too, because the actors that watch, I tell people that all the time, and people think I be trying to be bougie or tell them how to do their careers. I have standards when it comes to this industry, and I have myself turn down things that I'm just not doing. I'm not willing to just be having sex naked on scene yet. That ain't in my role. You know, I feel like I don't mind doing illusion sex scenes where it look like I'm finna do it. You walking in the room, the lights might go out, I can do that. But when it comes to just the graphicness of it, and then I have to kind of like explain it, I don't want to do that right now. And I've had this conversation even with Leah Nicole, like, girl, you can't take everything. All money ain't good money. This is how you set the bar, because you got to look at people like the Angela Bassett's and the Denzel Washingtons, and the way their careers went. They didn't have to do all this extra craziness that people out here doing, and they still got booked because why? They were good and they stood for something.
Right.
Yes.
I think that does matter. I think it matters a whole lot. We have some comments.
It does.
To answer these
you said my role, I was just gay, and I read the script, so I knew what the role called for. Then he said, at the end of each show, women came up to me knowing I was not gay.
This is on play, though. We're talking, okay, play, Jason. If we're talking about a play, that might be a little different on a stage play. He's talking about he was asked to be on somebody's film that's going to be on TV, and he know it was. He's, you know, people going to see it. He's from New York. New York is great. You know, I'm from New York. I know. You ain't trying to be out there like that on the scene.
Everybody can see
it. You love it up on no dude. It's not what you, and you go back there and they be like, nigga, you was in the gang, and now you like,
this what you went to Atlanta to do?
Right.
Right. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be out here looking crazy as a box of rocks. He's saying so. I get it. But how do you feel like knowing? So you say they're blocking you. So what do you feel like knowing that you might not never get another role with this particular person? Like, are you cool with it? Like, because that's a lot.
It is.
I'm cool. I just shot 2 movies with Tyler Perry's cousin, Lucky Johnson. I just got booked for 3 movies this month. So I'm working more with independent films, because I feel like with independent films, I get more speaker roles. I don't got to do background, and I get more camera time. And I could do roles that I'm comfortable with, like roles that I could like relate to. So yeah, if they don't want to book me again, that's cool. But at the same time, I know they're watching. They're gonna be watching me like, oh, that's Mike. They know they're gonna see me. So might see me at a red carpet event, or they might see me at a premiere, and we had a conversation. I just wanted you to respect my masculinity. That's it.
I know.
Yeah, I had somebody else that I know that went through the same thing. They read a role for the once divorced sisters, and I'm not going to say the person's name, but they read a role, and when they read the role from the agent, it didn't say that the pastor was gay. It just said read for the role. So when he read for the role, he got booked, got a veil, got booked, and then his agency came back and said, "Well, just to let you know, you're going to have to kiss another man in this particular scene." He was like, he was so mad. He was like, they should have told me that. He turned it down. He said, my mother and father are still alive. How would they even look at me if I did that? Like, if I was to even do that on somebody's camera, you know, what would that mean? He was really upset by it because he felt like they should have told him that up front, but they didn't. They kind of slid it in the end.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Yeah, to see the thirstiness of what it is. Jason said the movie A Letter from what is it? Tu Wong Fu.
And then he said none of them. Huh?
Jason, I'm trying to get all these comments in here.
Said Duke Des Jones said Angela doesn't do sex scenes at all. She said it has limited her opportunity, and she accepted all that come from her decision to not do sex scenes in films she's in. She did well. She did like well, I guess like in the early
She doesn't
career,
allude to sexy.
yeah,
But she don't. You have never seen that lady take off her clothes and her whole
yeah,
gender.
she don't, yeah, you're right.
She
So
don't do
one
it.
said, I don't care how much money is presented to me. I wouldn't play a part like that. I don't two masters. I know where my blessings come from.
So let me ask you, Mike. So let's say you're on your way. You know you're doing good. I like I said, I've watched you. You're doing good, and you're off to a good start. Then you got that. You got that New York Puerto Rican kind of sound. So you probably go through a whole lot of stuff. But let's say your career boom takes off, is gone, and you where you want to be in life, and then something major comes, and it's that same question: would you do this? Would you do it at that time, or it's just a no forever? Like, I'm never doing that.
I'm never doing that. If I didn't do it when I was a nobody, why would I do it when I get to the top? Because one thing about me, I say on social media all the time, money will never change me. People respect me because I am who I am. The same person I am on Instagram, I'm the same person in public. So now I wouldn't do that because I stand for straight men. I want to make a note that I want to prove that you don't have to sell your soul to become famous or successful. You don't have to do that. So you could be yourself and still move to the top. You don't have to sell your soul short and be like, okay, I know this. This is what I go against, but I'm gonna still do it to pay my rent. No, if you stand for something, then do that. If you cool with being bisexual, gay, then do that. The only person that could judge you is God. But I feel like in the film industry, they should stop pushing gay roles on straight men. That's the whole question they don't want to answer. Why y'all keep pushing gay roles on straight men? They don't want to answer that.
But I think it's the thing of testing the water. I think it's what you said in the
Yes.
beginning, that how greedy or hungry are they for it? Because how many shows if you watch like these reality shows that come on TV and they have these people doing all kinds of monkey shit that don't make nobody sense, and they running all over the place doing stupid stuff to be a celebrity or a star. I draw the line to a lot of stuff. Like my tolerance is 0 to 0 when it comes to the stupid stuff. So when you look at it, people that's upcoming actors and actresses, they have to know where they want themselves or where they see themselves. It's like if you see yourself Tubi famous, and there's nothing wrong with Tubi. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people gonna bash me out. Tubi is Tubi, but there's different types of Tubi. You got Tubi X-rated, and you got Tubi with some substance. Which side do you want to be on? Tubi X-rated gangster thug all the time, or do you want to have some films where your name, you see what I'm saying, where your name speaks volumes and people book you, whether it's white, black, Chinese, directors are coming at you from all kinds of places because of your what you bring to the table. You know what I mean? Like what you're bringing. I think all that makes a difference. It does. I think it does.
Right, it does. And do you know? And like, did you see it coming? Like, did you know the exact moment that you were blackballed? Did you see that coming or no?
No.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see it coming?
I didn't see it coming, but when I read the email and I seen the money and I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. I told a couple of my family members, like, yo, look at this email, bro. Like, what the heck? Like, they was like, wow, they tried you. Like, like you said, they're gonna test the waters. Okay, we see you on BMF season 3 and 4. We see you on Wild 'N Out, Family Feud, Fight Night. Okay, let me see how hungry you are to get to the next level. I got 2,500 for you right now if you do this role. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Nope.
And you had to really be booed up like that, like booed up.
Right.
Yeah. It said in the description that I had to be in a sexual position with another man. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. And then
when P Valley did that, he was too good at it too. Like I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. No matter what
he is married to a woman. He's married to a whole woman.
I couldn't. I tried to look at him with his wife. I said, no matter how I look at this man, I cannot unsee what I saw in P Valley of him.
Exactly. So you're gonna see him for that one role
all the time. No matter what I see him in, I'd be like, this nigga. Every time he comes on, I just turn the channel. I'd be like, I don't even want to see it. He's not appealing to me because all I see is the position, the loving, the touching. I'd be like, too much.
So you are right. So I guess everybody has a point. Like the roles that you do choose, you are known, especially when you first are coming up and getting in your career. You're definitely known. People are definitely gonna see you for those roles, and they're gonna always remember that and remember you as that, no matter what you do.
That one role.
That one role will get you and everything.
Jason said, but they didn't give him the script, the entire script. He said none of them were gay. We read that. I'm going to try to go down these things fast.
We read that one already.
That one, let me go back. There's Jason. Clifton Powell. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
Desdune said Clifton Powell said he won't do those gay roles either. And he said you have to read the entire script. That's what Jason said.
But Jason, sometimes they don't give you the whole script though. They give you a piece of it and tell you to act out a part, and then the rest comes later.
Right.
He said Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is also dressed as a woman in a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he did. There's characters. There's a lot of celebrities that have done it. We're not saying that they don't, but what do they stand? Where did it get them any further in their career is the question you ask. What did it make a difference in their career? You see what I'm saying? Wesley Snipes ended up getting blackballed anyway.
Right.
He dressed in a dress, he did his thing, and he still got blackballed.
Yeah.
It's like
And what about the dude in the movie? What's that movie where the mama was on drugs and everything, and she left her child? Holiday Heart. That
Holiday Heart.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn.
And then he ended up playing.
You can't undo it. When you see him, every time you see him, he looks like he looked gay. He looked like he did that dress and that wig, and he was a big ugly nigga in the movie. I'm sorry, Holiday Heart. I said I can't with this one. He's just too big to be gay altogether. People, I ain't got nothing against y'all. Don't shut my podcast down because I said it's hot. Because I got a whole transgender son. But at the end of the day, I don't even want to see them two doing nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see it on no TV. I watch Beauty and Black, and when I get to those scenes, I fast forward because I can't. I can't keep it in. It just does something to my mental just to see all that all over the place. I don't want to see all that because something looks a little too real for my imagination. I'd be like, oh, child, he just too much man to be doing all that flipping and hopping all over the place. No,
now you say you don't have a problem. Is it just the men? Is it just the men only? Not the women?
No, there's women too that got blackballed because they want to do certain roles. Like it's just, I feel like it's just our race that does that. Like we the only people that get blackballed in the film industry because you don't see other races bragging about getting blackballed. Only us.
Right. Look at what Jason said.
You got a point right there.
So Jason said, so you would play a murderer or a pimp or an abusive husband. That's what he's challenging you now. He's coming back with challenges here. So that's to you, Mike.
Yeah.
Would you play a murderer, a pimp, or an abusive husband?
Yeah, I played my first role. I was a jealous boyfriend and I shot my girlfriend. I played that. And the movie I just did called Better Left Alone, I was an abusive husband and I was beating on my girlfriend. Even though I don't beat on women in real life, sometimes like you gotta portray something you're not. Like I don't hit women, but I portrayed that in the film.
Right.
So I played that, but people know I don't hit on women and stuff like that. But it's different. Being an abusive husband and being a murderer is different than challenging your sexuality. That's two different categories.
Yeah.
You can't compare the two. You can't compare murdering and beating on a woman compared to doing something homosexual. Right. It's two different categories.
Right. It's just it's just like playing a cycle or something like that. You just
preach, my brother. And then Jason said Tom Hanks played a gay role with AIDS, but Mike just said our kind. You don't see the Caucasians getting banned in gay roles. They're not going to get blackballed. They're not going to get black people going to go through a little different trial and tribulation when it comes to that.
Thank you.
So you cannot compare that to that, apples to oranges. It just doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Jason said,
when I teach acting class, go ahead.
You got it.
When I teach acting classes, I always tell them, no matter what role you take, if you don't release that character, it will stay on you. He said, but Micaiah said, but Wesley Snipes had DV incident, I believe. Valon said, no way will you play a gay role. Just the thought of that, yuck.
Yeah, so people got different opinions, and you can't compare to certain things. You just can't. You can't compare Tom Hanks to a black brother coming up, because it just doesn't it ain't work out right for you. It's two totally different things. And he played a hell of a gay guy in Philadelphia, but what you did not see Tom Hanks doing in Philadelphia was kissing on the gay guy. He might have hugged him, he might have leaned on him, but you didn't see no interaction where he was propped over. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
Asking this guy, they're saying to him, they said to Mike, you got to be in a position,
right,
that's gonna compromise your sexuality. They're telling him that means you either gonna be bent over, turned over, you're gonna be doing something that's gonna compromise your dignity. That's what this man is saying. He's saying I was not,
and he said it in the email, sexual position.
Right.
Yeah, and if you knew the name, you'd understand that the position was gonna be real. That's
You
gotta think of your kids. I don't know if you have kids, watch it and go, that's my dad getting over with his cheeks up like that in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff follows you forever. It doesn't.
Yes.
Your name, your character, all this stuff in this industry we in, it's gonna follow you indefinitely.
Yes, it will. Absolutely.
So what do you feel like now? Like, how do you feel now? You've turned it down. You say you're not doing it. You've been in other films, and you're okay with this particular director never using you again.
Right.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like I said, I got booked for 3 movies this month alone. So right now I'm studying 7 scripts, 7 different characters. I'm doing good. So
I was about to say, I think you're gonna be good either way it go and everything. You'll flourish and you're still gonna be successful either way it goes and everything.
I'm not gonna.
I got a game that we're gonna play, Mike, and anybody know we're gonna do a game and everything. You gotta answer questions and everything. You gotta answer all the questions and everything.
Okay.
He gotta answer, he's gonna answer them because he's in the hot seat. So it's on Mike.
Well, I'm gonna read the scenarios and you both can you can answer and everything.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna read a scenario aloud, and you're gonna either set the boundary and potentially pay the price, or you're gonna stay silent and keep the perks, status, and the job. You understand?
Understand.
That's deep. Understand.
Okay.
All right. So the weekend trap. Your boss asks you to just hop on a quick call over the weekend again. You said no before, and it cost you a promotion. Do you set the boundary again, or yes to stay in good standing?
Set the boundaries, because if I said no once, you shouldn't even be that comfortable to ask me that again. The one time no should have let you know, okay, he's not with it. I'm not gonna ask him no more.
All right. And once again, and when we play games, I need participation from the audience members. So everybody in the comments, if you can hear me, let me know if you're setting the boundary or if you're staying silent or you're complying. Number 2, a coworker presents your idea in a meeting like it's theirs. You're new and they're well connected. Do you speak up in front of leadership or let it go and avoid rocking the boat?
I had that done to me before. And then I will be sarcastic and be like, that's a smart idea. I wonder where you got that from.
Oh, wow. But I think
he's saying he's going to speak up.
You speak up. I think I'm speaking up too, because I don't think I'm gonna let you steal my idea.
I said speak up, but I want to pause you real quick because Jason said something else in this thing, and Jason is going back with you again, Mike. Right. Jason said,
Jason.
Know your own standards in every role. If my role called for me to kill a woman, then have sex with her, I wouldn't. So he's saying he's not gonna, he wouldn't do that, but Jason, you still ain't told me would you put yourself in a position in a role where you're toothed up? Would you do that? Or is that a no for
Because
you?
that's still a little different. All right. Another scenario. A senior executive keeps inviting you to after-hour drinks. It's clearly personal. Saying no might burn a powerful bridge. Do you decline and risk being labeled difficult, or play along to protect your role?
I would just nope, not doing it. Because once you get comfortable with him doing that, you don't know how far he's gonna take it. And now he got something on you. Oh, Mike didn't tell you he was out drinking with me at the bar last night?
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah,
I was gonna say the
absolutely.
same thing.
So
Yeah.
No fraternizing.
How we
We ain't
feeling
yeah.
about that in the comments, everybody? How we feeling out? You going out for a drink with your boss after hours?
Valon says, speaking of definitely, I think that was the last question.
Yeah. How we feel about that? Samin said we declining. Anybody else?
Just go on to the next one.
All right. The diversity token.
The diversity
You
token.
are asked to speak on a panel about DEI again, but you're unpaid and not in leadership. You're tired of being the face without power. Do you say no and risk being seen as not a team player, or do you say yes to stay visible?
I would say yes to stay visible, but then I will go to somebody above his head and bring it to their attention. Hey, I'm not getting paid. I'll keep doing only shows. Something got to give. I can't keep doing this for free. So I will go above. I will go to his boss and explain what's going on.
I like that answer. I like that. You bring up an issue with an unrealistic workload, and your manager responds, you just need to manage your time better. Are you escalating that to HR, knowing it might target, or are you staying quiet to protect your image?
Yeah, I'm going to HR.
HR.
You either gotta give me some help or stop getting me a workload.
Yeah, we going to HR. We not doing
Yes, human resources.
Go straight to them.
All right. A colleague accidentally sends you a screenshot of a group chat where you are being mocked for setting a boundary. Are you confronting them, or are you going to HR or ignore it?
This is chess, not checkers. So I'm gonna go to HR like, look, this is what happens when I'm not at work.
Yeah,
I'm gonna act like I didn't even see it, but in the back of my head, I'm in HR showing them the text message, so they don't know that I saw it. So yeah,
HR definitely.
yes.
All right, HR. Yeah, I'm going to HR on that one. All right, PR cover up. You are asked to stay quiet about a leader's unethical behavior. If you go public, your career might be over in the industry. You speaking out or staying silent to protect your future?
I feel like I'm gonna speak out because if I stay quiet and I know something's wrong going on, I'm just as guilty. So yeah, like that's I'm basically now part of it because now I just covered up your dirty work because I ain't say nothing. And then when they do find out, oh, so Mike, you knew about it, he ain't say nothing? Oh, you in trouble too?
Yeah, absolutely. He said,
yeah,
this is definitely. And then
yes,
I said HR agent.
Man. All right.
Is that all?
That is the end of that game right there.
I got some. I got a few more questions from Mike because I got to ask some stuff.
Yes.
How do you cope with the fear of being labeled? You don't think that because I know you said you booked some roles that are there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know you're SAG because you've been on SAG movies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you fear that you might be labeled across the board in SAG?
No, because it don't work like that. How it works, like the film industry in Atlanta is real small, so directors talk to each other. So I work with a lot of directors that say I'm professional, I'm always on time, I don't not show up. So if I was badgered behind my back, they will say, people that know me personally, like, but hold on, let me ask you something. Why did Mike say no? There's two sides to every story. Okay, Mike didn't show up, but why did he say no? Why he did decline? Because every movie I booked Mike for, he came and he killed it. So people that know me, if I ever get that stigma, God forbid I don't, people that know me personally know like, nah, Mike don't even get down like that. And Mike already said he's not doing certain roles. So I'm not scared because only man that fears God. So as long as I keep him first, he'll keep blessing me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's a good answer. I like the
That's
answer.
a good answer.
Thank you.
How important is it for you to protect your mental health and your self-image as an artist?
It's very important because I tell everybody, like me now, I log out social media 2 days a week and I give myself a mental vacation just to get my thoughts together, block out the world. You have to get your mental right because if your mental is not right, you can't function. So you
Right.
have to just give yourself that me time. Get off your phone, get off social media, get off the video game, TV, and just focus on you. So mental health is very important for everybody.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
good
Yes, sir.
advice. Very good advice. Very good advice to the people.
Have you ever been made to feel like setting a boundary was like a betrayal, like even the people you trusted?
Nah, because if you my friend and you respect me, you're gonna respect my boundaries. You're gonna respect for, yo, bro, I'm not cool with that. That's not cool. Like, nah, bro. So we real friends. If you get mad at me for setting a boundary, that means you're not truly my friend.
Amen. Amen to that.
You seem like a pretty stand-up kind of guy. Like I said, you're in the group, so I watch you in the group all the time. You know, y'all talk in that group all day, every day. I'd be like, Lord, this thing one more time, I'm gonna throw it. So I'd be watching. You know, I watch the comments. I'd be like, let me see what they talk about today. What film is dropping in this content today? And I don't go for all of them. I just be looking. I'd be like, okay, let me see. Let me see.
I saw that day in the group where you said that too. I was really intrigued by that.
Because instantly when you sent it, Leah reached out to me and she was like, okay, we need to do a show on this topic right here. And I said, let me go after
right.
Yeah.
It's a topic that's not talked about enough and everything. And then you mentioned some great points where how it's like people like us are the ones that get blackballed, and then but you don't never see the ones, you know, them white people that don't get blackballed for doing what they do and everything. And you made some really good points, so this needed to be addressed and everything.
Yeah. So a lot of it gets swept under the rug.
It does.
A lot of it gets
under the rug.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what advice would you give actors when it comes to having boundaries, how to set them? What would you say to somebody young, female or male, just to say, hey, you know, what would you give? What kind of advice would you give actors coming up? Because you're rounded and you're probably going to go a whole lot of places. Because you gotta look, you got the face. I seen you on Fox 5, you know, saw you doing your thing there. You know, I saw, you know, I've been watching. So, you know, you're doing your thing, you're doing the work, you're putting the work in, which makes the difference. But what advice would you give to actors?
I would tell them, don't be so thirsty for opportunity that you drink from every cup handed to you. That's how you get poisoned.
Say that one more time.
Great advice. That's wonderful.
That might have gone over somebody's head.
Exactly.
Don't be so thirsty for opportunity that you drink from every cup handed to you. That's how you get poisoned.
Yeah, you want every role. You take anything, and when people realize that you're thirsty, they start pitching you stuff that degrades your character, and they see how much you're gonna take before you just
bingo.
Yeah, basically, that's all it is you just saying, I ain't gonna do that. I'm not going for that. That's crazy. You know, I think it sets the tone. It's just like, you know, we've had some incidents on sets where we've been challenged as women with men, you know, trying to challenge us, like taking out their body parts, you know, want to, you know, kick it, give you their. I'm real mean on set. I'm the mean girl. I'm always going to be the mean girl on set because I don't really fraternize. Hey, how you doing? Keep your back out for 2 minutes, but I'm not going to be engaging in all kinds of conversations with you. I ain't your buddy. I'm on set. I'm working. I'm in work mode. But you find yourself, if you don't click up, people want to say you either bougie, you don't want to do this, you don't want to fit in. We have been on sets where people actually compromise what we stand for. And it took me walking away from a situation and just saying, nah, you can't call me with your shirt off. You can't call me on FaceTime naked. Why are we doing? I don't want to see you like that. Like, you was disrespected when you called me like that in the first place. Because you don't know if I got a husband, or my daughter could have been standing by. You don't know my situation, but you felt so at some point in your mind, you feel comfortable enough to take off your shirt and call me rubbing your chest, and then later say you want to get with me, and I don't even know what even gave you the idea that I would want to. You see what I'm saying? That's how women get tried on set. But I tell all the time that our actresses, if you carry yourself a certain kind of way when you go on set as a woman, guys are gonna try you because you seem easy.
Yes.
They
I've seen it
click
in my own eyes.
about it. Yeah, they clicked up and they already talked about it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
try to get with that one. If you fall into that, you giving your number every time you go on set, you done set your tone already. That's who you are to them. They're looking at you just like that.
Right.
Who she is. You can get that one. She gonna give you the number. She gonna holler at you later. You gotta go on set like you working a job.
Exactly. What people have to realize and understand, you still, even though we're on set, like people don't think, okay, to some people it's just not a job and everything. You have to still be professional, and you have to still be professional. You can't just be recognized and giving out numbers, going and dating everybody on the set and stuff like that. Going to have, you can't do that and everything, because yes, people do look at you in a certain type of way, and they're gonna label you as a, where I'm going
as that girl.
Yeah.
You be
that girl.
And directors do. They do the same thing. They try to see how thirsty you are, how bad you want it, and how bad will you sell your soul to get it. And if you don't, if you don't stand from something, you ain't gonna stand for nothing at all. You'll fall for anything. You'll fall for anything. Once they get what they want out of you or get what they needed, you ain't nothing but a number in a roll of 1,000 other people that's trying to do the same thing.
Yeah,
you'll understand. Somebody done said no. Trust me. Somebody done said no.
Yeah,
it's a lot in this industry. But I know like I said, your career I think is going well just from watching you. You need to tell everybody where they can find you. I
do have one more question for you before you tell it. Did you have you ever taken any roles that you regret taking, that you just regret taking at all?
No, because before I even take the role, I'm gonna read it, what the character's doing, and I'm gonna decide if I'm willing to do it or not. So I would never take a role and then regret it later. Because if I'm gonna regret it later, I'm not gonna take it in the first place.
How long you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta 3 years.
So you've had 3 years from New York, and how long you been out of the game?
I'm 37. I say like 5 years. Well, I can't say I'm out of it because it's still tatted all over my body. But what I'm not doing is putting myself in a situation is to die or go to jail. So, yeah, I just went a different route.
Do you think that acting kind of keeps you out of that gray area? It keeps you kind of grounded, like it gives you more purpose. You feel like it gives you more purpose. Like I can do this, and I can do this just as easy and make money and still have the life that I need and I want. Do you think that takes you and puts you in a different headspace?
Yes, and it puts me in positive circles, so that's why I love it.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Well, we wish you well on all your endeavors. We do. Attention.
I enjoyed talking to you today and everything. You gave some great advice and some great points. You touched on a lot of good things that people do not touch on and everything when we discussed this topic here and everything. So you highlighted a lot of key things. So thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. Please tell everybody where they can find you, where they can watch you on TV, because you're on some stuff that you named. Tell them the episodes, because they'll rewind this and watch it again, and then they go look for you. So make sure you tell them when you tell them where they can watch you.
Oh my God, my fucking phone died.
Oh,
did he freeze?
Did we lose him? He said his phone died.
Yeah, he's frozen. He might come back. He might jump back on.
Okay. We got 3 more minutes and everything, but
but his name is Michael Dickerson on IG. I know that for a fact because I follow him. His picture will come up. Some of his work comes up on there. He named some things that he was in. He's in a lot of Tyler Perry stuff. He's on BMF. He's on oh God, what's the other one I watched the other day? I was watching these things. I try to watch the people before they come on so I can know who they are. He's a good brother. He's on his grind. I liked his personality when I met him in the group. And I'm happy that he was able to come on and jump on here and talk with us. Y'all check this brother out.
Yeah.
Follow him on his content. He is Michael, Michael.
And support any new projects and everything that he has coming up and stuff as well. Support. We try to, you know, that's what we don't do a lot. We always saying we're gonna support when we have new projects. We need you to support our new projects and everything, and view it as well and everything. See what we do. So see what we do on the screen and everything as well. So
because you have to understand this. Yeah, and it's really hard for actors. It's not an easy job. There's nothing easy about going to auditions. There's nothing easy about being told no so many times. But behind every no, there's eventually going to be one yes. Right. You still have to, you know, read the lines, understand what you're getting yourself into. Don't go for everything, because all money ain't good money. That's what you always have to remember. You know, and stand for something if you're going to stand for it. Don't stand for it for a minute and then change down the road. If the role don't look like you and it's not something you want to see yourself doing on screen for the rest of your life, because movies don't come down, they replay. So however you put it out there, that's the way it's going to look for indefinite.
Right. I mean, I know. I know that there are some roles that I kind of wish I hadn't did and everything, but I know now from hearing this brother speak today, you really can't just be a thirst trap and take anything. You really have to really look carefully at the character and everything, and you really have to, you know, like I said, you really have to know consider your boundaries, and you really have to have your boundaries, set your boundaries, and what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do and everything. But,
and you're right. You're right, Valon. He is on Sisters on BET. That's one of the ones he is on. I know that. I know he's on Divorced in Black. I know he's on Beauty in Black. I know he's on BMF. These are the ones that I actually looked at. I know he's on BMF. I can't tell you which episode though, because I was watching them so fast, just trying to find out more about him. He was on Fox 5 News the other day talking about something on there as well. These are the things that you will find on his social media handlers. He talks about everything on his social media. Michael Dickerson, Dickerson, the typical way to spell Michael, Michael. We thank this brother for coming on and rock with us. And I hope that you actors and actresses that have watched it, that y'all got something from it and that y'all have learned something, because that's what we're trying to do, spread positive energy and make people understand and bring awareness to things where there's very dark situations.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us here on Unfiltered at 5 with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Go out, love on somebody, hug on somebody. Let's support each other all the time and everything. And remember, don't compromise yourself or your boundaries for anything and anybody. This is Unfiltered at 5 with Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. We are out. Bye.
Girls, let's talk about it. Did you hear them talking about it? Oh my God, do you know this? What? Oh my God.
Oh my God, Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Shelly Live and Leah Nicole on a roll. Lighting up the stream, the vibe is bold. Shelly Live and Leah Nicole, let's go. Kicking down doors, we make some noise. Grown folks talk with truth and voice. Doing it big, turning up the flow. Shelly Live and Leah Nicole, you know. Oh yeah, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Oh yeah, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Everywhere, it's Shelly Live and Leah Nicole. Oh yeah, grown talk vibes, the moment is here.
Thank you for tuning in.